Hi Bold Bakers! For Valentine's, I wanted to share with you the perfect recipe to show someone you care. And what could be better than homemade fortune cookies? Also, today is another episode of my Chocolicious series over on the Kin Community channel. So after this video, make sure you go over there and check that out because I've got another great Valentine's dessert ready for you. So let's get baking. You can get really creative with these fortune cookies and even customize your own fortunes. So make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video to find out your fortune. In a large bowl, we're going to add in our room temperature egg whites, vanilla extract, freshly squeezed lemon juice, vegetable oil or a flavorless oil, and water. And then whisk all these together for around 15 to 20 seconds and you'll see it gets a little bit frothy. The good thing about this recipe is that can all be done by hand, which is great. To this, we're going to sieve in our dry ingredients. Our flour, sugar, cornstarch, also known as corn flour, and salt, because all baking needs salt. It's good to use a sieve because it gets your ingredients nice and fine. Then whisk these all together until you have a smooth batter. It'll just take around 10 seconds until you see no more lumps. And that's it, that's your fortune cookie batter. It is that easy. Now I know you're probably thinking not the yummiest of ingredients went into this, but believe me, when it bakes, it does taste really good. Now we're going to colour this batter. You can colour it any colour you like, but because it's Valentine's Day, we're going to add some red into it to make it really pop. I'm going to divide my batter in half, leave one batch plain colour, and then I'm going to add red food dye to the other. When adding in your food colouring, less is definitely more. So just add in a little bit, mix it around, see if you've gotten your colour, and if you haven't, just add a tiny bit more. Once you've coloured your batter, I like to put it in the fridge for around 20 to 30 minutes and just let it relax and get nice and cold, and it makes it much easier to spread. Now that our batter is cold, it's time to shape and bake our cookies. When making your fortune cookies, it's important to use a nice thick baking tray, something that doesn't burn very easily. And then on that, we're going to lie some parchment paper. I like to put cookie cutters on the corner of the tray just to hold down the paper. Now measure 1 tablespoon of your cookie batter. And then gently with the back of your spoon, spread it out until it's around 4.5 inches wide, both ways. So just take your time and go around and around. I know this seems kind of big, but believe me, when you fold it over, it'll be perfect size. For the second cookie, stay a few inches away from the original one. These are big cookies and we're actually only going to cook 2 at a time. And I'll show you why soon. These cookies are definitely a labour of love, but when you get the hang of it, believe me, it'll be all worth it, especially when you give them to somebody that you care about and you see the look on their face. Every fortune cookie can be unique, so we're going to do different designs on each one. I'm adding 2 dots of red batter on opposite sides. Then take a toothpick and run it through the batter to make a lovely heart. You'll see these designs come to life when you bake them. We're going to bake these cookies at 325 degrees for roughly 12 minutes. While these are baking, we'll continue making cookies. I'm adding dots of white batter to this red one and then making lovely hearts all around the rim. These are going to be so pretty. This Valentine's Day, if you're looking for something for the chocolate lovers in your life, then head over to Kin Community channel, where as part of my Chocolicious series, I made a simple and decadent chocolate soup. And if you like this recipe and want to see lots more like it, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can get just as creative with your fortunes as you did with your fortune cookies. I'm going to put a template of fortunes up on my Facebook page, but you can use any that you want, even using emoji, personalized messages for the one that you love, pictures. The possibilities are endless. So here's a very important tip to know before your cookies come out of the oven. They harden really fast once they hit the air, and that's why we only do 2, so we keep them nice and soft. If one of them goes hard while you're working with the other one, don't worry about it. Don't throw it away. Put it back in the oven and let it go soft, and it will, and then you can mold that one again. So remember, don't throw them out, just pop them back in the oven. Another thing is you have to touch them with your hands, and they are very hot to mold them. So what you want is a nice clean pair of kitchen gloves, and this will protect your hands from the heat, and you'll be able to work with the fortune cookies much better and get a nicer shape. I didn't use kitchen gloves because I've got years of experience. Also, you'll need a mug of any size, and this will help shape your fortune cookie because we're going to mold it over the side of the mug. You'll know when your cookies are ready when they actually go a little bit brown around the edges, and you can tell that the dough is totally cooked. Now you don't want too brown because they will be hard to mold. When your cookies are out of the oven, leave them on the hot tray because this will keep them nice and soft. Run your spatula underneath the cookie to lift it up, then flop it over, put your fortune in the middle, and then fold over your fortune cookie. You might have to lift this up to do it. From here, we're going to go over to the mug and fold the cookie over the mug in half, and you'll see it kind of take the shape of a fortune cookie. You're going to hold it here for a few seconds and just let it set in the cool air, and it will harden. To make sure that it keeps its shape, you can pop it in a cupcake tin and let it go totally cold in there. Look at how beautiful our fortune cookie is. Like I said, they're a lot of work, but when they come out looking like this, it is well worth it. We're gonna make more so we can give them away as gifts for Valentine's Day. Flip over your cookie and add your fortune. Then shape them on your mug. And there you have it, your own personalized fortune cookie. After making these gorgeous cookies, I definitely think we deserve to crack them open and see what our fortune is. Fortune favors the bold. It sure does. Let's see what this one says. We have lots more No Machine ice cream videos to come, so get excited, guys. That's a tasty message. Let's see what this fortune is. I think this one is good news for chocolate lovers. Make sure you check out my simple chocolate soup recipe, perfect for Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you back here again next Thursday for more bigger, bolder baking.